Item SCP-099-DE Object Class Euclid Special Containment Procedures SCP-099-DE comprises the whole Sector 8 on Level 2 of Site DE4. All accesses save for the airlock are to be concreted over gas tight and to be correctly sealed, including all connections of the air conditioning, water supply, maintenance shafts, cable tunnels, etc. The media and power supply are cut off. SCP-099-DE is to be checked for leaks on a daily basis. The airlock has 2 chambers, one on SCP-099-DE's and one on the entrance area's side, and is vacuum-proof. If a person enters one of the chambers, a vacuum is created in both chambers so that the atmosphere of both chambers cannot mix. In their frame, there are ultraviolet lamps with a wavelength of less than or equal to 290 nanometers and a total output of 2 kW, of which must never be less than 70% in operation. Defective illuminants are to be replaced immediately. The inside of the airlock is coated ultraviolet resistant. The observation windows are equipped with strong UV and IR filters. The normal illumination of the airlock is to be equipped with filters for infrared light with wavelengths over 1.1 muramin, which are to be checked for damage regularly. Personnel entering SCP-099-DE must be wearing an airtight vacuum-proof protective suit with independent air supply, and are to be equipped with infrared vision goggles with infrared spotlight, a light source for visible light with an infrared filter, and a UV laser projector with a power output of greater than or equal with laser projector with a power output of greater than or equal 250 nanometers, which must not be strong enough to damage the equipment and premises. In case such a laser is equipped, all those present must be wearing laser protection goggles. All this is optional for D-Class personnel. Description: SCP-099-DE is an unknown gas which has homogeneously intermingled with the air in Sector 8. An accurate chemical analysis of the gas has so far not been possible. The density of the air-gas mixture amounts to 1.7 kilogram cubic meter at 20 degrees Celsius. Chemical reactions have resulted in a pressure drop in the whole sector to 0.9 bar absolute. It disintegrates under UV light with a wavelength of less than or equal to 320 nanometers into air and black flakes of soot. These flakes are composed of data expunged. The interior of Sector 8 shows a normal degree of decay for the duration of lockdown, though it seems that large debris like fallen ceiling panels is put to the sides. SCP-099-DE1 is the entirety of meanwhile 38 entities that are completely transparent for visible and ultraviolet light, and therewith invisible, and seem to be composed entirely of SCP-099-DE. Under infrared light with a wavelength of greater than or equal, or for if with ret reach rihu r diff ril tiv in area r is equals relatively long arms without hands or fingers. Like SCP-099-DE, they are sensitive to UV light. Normally, they are peaceful and avoid personnel of the Foundation, though if they are directly illumined by infrared light, they stop and turn towards the nearest source of infrared light. Should they be illuminated for longer than 20 seconds, they start moving towards the light source. As soon as they are within 220 centimeters to the light source, they attack the light source and its carrier. Because of their gaseous form, they are initially harmless, though the ends of their arms start forming 3 claws, which gaining density until they resupplement into the solid state and start ripping open the protective suit of their victim. They then enter the protective suit and through the lungs, they get into the circulatory system. Data expunge, the victim dies from anoxia. After approximately 5 minutes, the corpse starts disintegrating into black soot, which in the end dissolve. Breathing of SCP-099-DE over the period of 3 hours or more shows the same results. It takes SCP-099-DE1 between 1 to 2 minutes from the start of the attack till resublimation of the claws. During this time, they can be injured with a UV laser projector. Cutting off the head or extremities has proven to be most effective. Damages to the torso are being healed quickly by the surrounding SCP-099-DE. Severed extremities disintegrate into soot. Defeated entities will try to flee. Injuries are not permanent. Extremities are regrowing or growing onto the body again. The soot disintegrates to SCP-099-DE. If a fleeing or peaceful entity is being attacked by SCP personnel, close instances of SCP-099-DE1 are gathered nearby the personnel. If they are further provoked, they are attacking as a group, which usually ends in death for the personnel. Though they spare those who shut off their infrared lights, are not equipped with a laser projector, and are signalizing peacefulness. If instead of the infrared equipment only visible light sources are used, the entities do not react to personnel, even if these are randomly pointing around. If an attack has begun though, it cannot be stopped by switching of the infrared light. Addendum 1. The exact origin of SCP-099-DE is unknown. It was found after the lockdown of Site DE4 was triggered, when shortly after the morning break the disintegrated corpses of multiple employees have been found in the break room of Sector 8. After lockdown, the contact to Sector 8 broke off gradually and in the end stopped completely. 5 days after the incident, the airlock was set up and Search Team DE4B was sent into the sector to find an explanation and to search for the corpses. Search Team DE4B consists of 4 security personnel, Guard A to Guard D, Dr. Gupper, chemist, specialized for gases, and a medic. All are equipped with vacuum-proof protection suits with flashlights, visible light, pistols, RESP, submachine guns, and task-specific equipment like a gas analysis device and a first aid kit. The guards are furthermore equipped with night vision goggles with an infrared spotlight. Guard D operates a camcorder for visible light. Begin of the recordings, greater than the search team has entered Sector 8 and is using their flashlights. Guard B, dude, this is dark. Isn't there a generator we can turn on? Guard A, as explained before, the emergency generator only has gas for 48 hours. Guard D, and there were truly no SCPs down here. Dr. Gepper, no. Like on the rest of Level 2, there were only offices and social rooms for the local personnel. Guard A, what does your gasometer say? Dr. Gepper, my gasometer says that the atmosphere is definitely no air. Or not just air. Nitrogen, oxygen, the rest is unclear. The search team searches the first rooms. They are looking as if someone had just now been working here. There is coffee in a cup. On a table is a note, discontinued in the middle of a sentence. Medic, no corpses yet. Might they have barricaded themselves? Guard A, the report sounded more as if they had disappeared somehow or something. Anything new, Doctor? Dr. Gepper? No, nothing. Interestingly, there also are no suspended solids. Guard A, what suspended solids? Dr. Gepper. Well, normally the air is full of dust particles, microorganisms, and so on. The air here, though, is like freshly filtered. Medic, shit! Who filters fucking air in complete darkness? Guard A, we are here to find that out. Stay professional, man. The team continues searching other offices without finding anything, and enters the social rooms, break and changing rooms, and lockers for personal items. Guard B, look! This apple has been bitten into but is not brown. Generally, everything looks fresh here. Guard A, maybe a time-related anomaly. Or it's something with this odd air in here. Dr. Gepper, I think the latter is more likely. Guard C drops his flashlight, which breaks. Guard C, shit damn guys. I'll take the night vision. Take care you're not blinding me. Guard C turns on the night vision goggles and screams out. Shit dude, there's someone. The camera is turned into said direction. There is nothing visible nonetheless. Guard C pulls out his submachine gun. The other guards are activating their night vision goggles and are also pulling out their weapons. Guard D sets the camera on a table. Guard B, there are even more. Guard D, fuck, they are everywhere. Medic, what are you talking about? There's nothing. Guard A, freeze, towards a position where nothing is visible. Guard A, freeze, I'm not saying it again. The guards are firing their weapons in different directions. The medic also draws his pistol and starts shooting wildly. Dr. Gupper is hit by a ricochet shot and collapses. The guards stop firing and start flailing around. The medic has emptied his magazine and flees from the camera's view. Cuts appear on the protection suits. A moment later, Guard A, C, and D are lifelessly collapsing to the ground. Guard B turns around with unwieldy and unnatural movements and walks towards the camera. He lifts the camera and points the lens on his face. His skin is showing black spots, curling and slowly trickling into his suit. He stares into the camera for circa 20 seconds, then he sets it back on the table and collapses. Until after 1 hour the batteries are depleted, not a sound is to be heard, and no movement is visible. End of the recording, greater than the camera, has been found by a second search team, which entered 24 hours later. The medic had been found dehydrated and cowering in one of the offices with serious shock, who went comatose 4 days later and was euthanized after 365 days. Addendum 2 months after the discovery, an exploration team found a pile of so far missing clothes and equipment. No UV laser projectors though. Of all members of search and exploration teams who had died there, as well as of the personnel who had initially been locked in by the lockdown, nearby was laying a note written in thin letters of soot. We do not need these anymore.